Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we got a knife here from Flissa. Check it out right there. Just came in. Not exactly sure what this knife is, so we'll be finding out together here. And doing the honors today, I got the OG Flissa knife in the channel. This one goes back to like my early days, first couple of months into the EDC journey or what have you, right? So we'll come back to this one, doing size comparisons here in just a moment. Of course, this knife and every other knife you'll see in this video will be linked down below. So if you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's take a look. We have a Work Pro Better Built a Better Project handout from, I believe they might be sister brands, the Villi brand, the Work Pro brand, and the Flissa brand, along with the Haushoff brand. That's very interesting. Value Max is also part of their brands as well, part of their all Gray Star brands. Very, very interesting. I didn't know that Flissa was actually a sister brand to so many other companies under the same umbrella. So let's see here. We got the knife, and that's pretty much it, right? Very straightforward. This one should be a very affordable knife. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Here we go. All right. Take a look at this knife, guys. So first impressions here. Do we have aluminum scales? Is that what we have? All right, there we go. We're getting aluminum here. Of course, the liners, right? Prow liners. Those are metal liners right there. We got a backspacer here. I'm thinking G10, right? So prow liners all the way to making your lane your solution, what have you. This, I'm not sure if this is carbon fiber here or just imitation carbon fiber. Definitely looks like that shredded carbon fiber, right? It has like a layer of clear coat going on there on top. So that's pretty interesting. Loving the green, right? This is like a very poppy green here, if you would. Looks like we have a flipper deployment there, and we have some thumb studs for deployment. Something that's going to be interesting here is this pocket clip. So it is tip down carry, right? And it's not reversible. So that's something to keep in mind. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Let's check out the action here. All right, that definitely does deploy really good. Good access to the liner there, by the way. It is a liner lock. The lockup is about 50% or so. You guys can take a closer look. It is on ball bearings, so we're getting a good action here. A little bit of a shake shutter. Thumb deployment is also nice. Shake shut close, boom, and bam. All right, we can also reverse flick using the meat of my middle finger there. And I just failed it there horribly. There we go. Probably, let me see, can I use the nail? Yeah, no, it's just meat of the index middle finger only. And yeah, I can tell it's a little bit more challenging than I would want. So I'm gonna stick with thumb deployment and that back flipper. So we can light switch it, of course, all day, every day. We do have some good jimping on that back flipper. Can push button it as well. Can we fail it? I mean, that is a nicely tuned D10, I'll tell you that. Yep, let me see. I'm trying my best to fail it here, just barely giving it any. Yeah, still opening the full way there. And again, not a guillotine shot, but a little bit of a shake shutter. Boom. Let's check out the blade here. We have kind of like a sheep's foot blade, you know, going on. Warncliffe blade, some sort of blend between Warncliffe and sheep's foot. We have 14C 28N steel, right? A little bit of oil there, which I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit there. Right? Brand new knife out of the box. So it comes nicely oiled in the pivot, as you would expect. And that's the other thing. I'm not sure if this knife has a name, but it has a model. So FL2440. It looks to seems to be the model name on this one. So hopefully it has some other more, you know, rememberable name of some sort. Flissa logo on the other side, and that's pretty much it for the billboarding department. So the fact that they had to put Sandvik, you know, it's a little too extra. Printing the model number on there, maybe a little bit too extra, but the Flissa logo is nice and small, right? And just up there, which is good. There's also additional Flissa branding in the pocket clip, which again, maybe borderline overkill. You guys let me know in the comments. But so far, as far as the action goes, right, deployment methods is pretty good, right? Multiple deployment versions. Let's check out the ergos, right? So let's see here. I have average size hands, and I'm gonna tell you, okay, these ergos actually feel pretty good. Feel pretty solid. This curvature right here is for your index and middle finger, right? Ring and pinky finger follow suit. I have average size hands, not the biggest of hands or smallest of hands, and we are getting work done here, ladies and gentlemen. The flipper works as a finger guard, and I guess you sort of could forward choke there if you wanted to. That's the possibility. That is something you could do, but it's not necessarily the most round finger choil, so you just have to be aware of what you're doing there whenever you do that. But yeah, ergos feel good, and surprisingly enough, you know, I don't really, I'll say this, I don't really dig the whole tip down pocket clip, and I'll talk about that in just a moment, but honestly, that being the only carry option when I squeeze really hard, I do barely feel the pocket clip there. So at least it has that going for it. It's a good 9.5 out of 10. Now, where I do, me personally, right, you guys may agree or disagree with me. Me personally, I'm more of a tip up carry. So even this OG Flissa knife from way back in the day, this is like 2 years old by now. This was a tip up carry. So when this thing is in the pocket, right, the tip is pointing up, and then ideally the blade portion goes against the corner or seam of your pocket, whether you're wearing shorts or jeans or what have you. And it's a more safe way, so your hand goes in the pocket through here and you're not touching, right, the blade in any way, shape, or form. And the blade is also going to stay in place because it's up against the seam of the pocket, right? So with the tip down carry, you could sort of do the same, right? You could kind of put it in your pocket, but this would be like a left side carry if you really want the blade to be up against the seam of your pocket. But it's not reversible in any event, so that's one thing to consider. And again, there's really, there's some people out there who do enjoy the whole tip down carry. Don't get me wrong, but me personally, right, I definitely am more of a tip up carry kind of guy. So also not reversible. It seems like that would have been a pretty easy thing to do, like making the holes down here for a tip up carry experience instead. But I'll let you guys let me know your thoughts on that in the comment. I mean, is there a deal breaker for you? Is it not? Right, definitely would love to hear from you guys. Let's do some size comparisons here, shall we? Again, this is the FL2440, and let's go ahead and check it out here next to the OG Flissa folding knife. Right, that one's going to be a little bit shorter, as you can see. That one had the G10 handles and the D2 blade. Really love that this one has such great action on that ball bearings, crossbar lock. I mean, very, very smooth with that opening hole and that Warncliffe sheep's foot blade for utilitarian cuts. Same deal with this one. So both of these are going to be really, really good for utility cuts and draw cuts, right? No doubt about that. Let's do some of the usual knives here in the channel, starting with the Microtech MSI. That's going to be a little bit bigger there, as you can see. Here is the Stitch, right? This guy, of course, is going to be still a little bit shorter than those two. All right, here's the PM2, Spyderco PM2 is going to be a little bit longer. The Para 3 is actually going to be a little bit shorter. So this guy is going to be somewhere between the Para 3 and PM2. Here's the Demko AD 20.5 is going to be a little bit shorter. And the new Nano Shark, all right, obviously is going to be a little bit shorter as well. On the more budget end of things, right, and this guy is a budget knife. So we have the Fenrir from Tenable Knives, it's a little bit longer, and the CJRB Pyrite Light is a little bit shorter. All right, guys, be the judge there. And last but not least, there's the Fintiso Parrot, one of my all-time favorite EDC knives, the Vosteed Corgi as well. Right, those are pretty neat. Again, all of these knives are highly recommendable. I got content on all of them here in the channel, and they're all linked down below if you guys want to check them out. Definitely wanted to give you guys a ballpark so you know more or less where this guy lands. Now, let's go ahead and get scientific with it. Again, we said 14C, 28N, right? Looks to be a toothy edge. Let's get the 5X zoom here for some extra drama. Oh yeah, I mean, when it comes down to the business, right, cutting tool, what's it supposed to do? It's supposed to cut. I mean, come on, they're definitely gonna do that. Look at that, boom, bam. Yeah, definitely gonna go through that paper with no issue. And you also have a pretty lengthy cutting path there. So that is pretty neat. So they're gonna cut paper all day, every day. What about some cardboard? Well, I have a single wall piece of cardboard right here. Remember, when cutting cardboard, then cut perpendicular, but at an angle. And again, we do have a flat grind here with the black coat, in case I haven't already mentioned that. And wow, okay. Listen, I was giving this knife a hard time with the whole tip down carry and non-reversible clip and all that, but man, when it comes to cutting, come on, this thing is gliding through that cardboard. That is crazy. Yep, final cut here, boom, wow. I mean, yeah, no joke, that factory edge is pretty solid right there. You guys be the judge in the comments. Let me know on a scale from 1 through 10, right, how sharp is this guy? Rate that factory edge, and after some cuts, right, with that black coat, right, it's like nothing even happened. So that's also offering protection. Not that 14C28N needs it because it is corrosion resistant, but definitely adding some additional protection there. And it definitely goes along with all the blacked out clip, carbon fiber, black hardware. Liners are blacked out as well. Back spacers, black G10. I mean, yeah, definitely digging the aesthetics here. Right, guys, let me know your thoughts. And definitely rate it in the comments down below. Well, there you guys have it. That is the Flissa FL2440, for lack of a better name. I mean, if I do find another name, future me, slap it on the screen. 14C 28N steel, and we have a sort of sheep's foot Warncliffe blade, very sharp, as you saw. Aluminum scales here with stainless steel liners, proud liners, G10 back spacer, And I mean, good action, right? Good deployment. Ball bearings, shake shutter, right? You've got that pocket clip situation there, which is tip down carry only, non-reversible. But yeah, as a working tool, this thing performs. It definitely delivers, and it got some good action to go along with it. Again, this thing should be very, very affordable. And by the time you're watching this video, I would have already linked to everywhere this guy is available down below. Let me know your thoughts on this one, guys. What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about it? Let me know your thoughts, and let's hang out in the comment section down below. I will be carrying this knife here for some time and gathering as much feedback as I possibly can. And I'll be dropping a comprehensive review here in the channel very soon. So definitely subscribe for that if you aren't already. Smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps this video get pushed to a larger audience. Shout out to Flissa for setting this one in for me to check out and share with you guys. And shout out to my Patreon supporters and channel members for supporting what I do here. You guys are awesome. If you made it to the end, you are the real MVP. Check out that video I recommend to the left, or this video YouTube recommends to the right. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Either this one or this one. Peace!